Papa, good afternoon. Thank you for always showing up here for us.
You're
we
welcome.
truly appreciate you.
Yeah.
My question is, how do you create the balance
Yes.
between putting in so much effort in preparing as a lady, but you consistently meet men who fall short? And then I have an issue of some person saying, Z, your problem is you read too much.
You do what?
You read too much.
You read too much.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you hold up a common conversation with a man, and you just find out like he's just floating and
Why are you all reacting that way? Is that correct?
so it's like you can't hold up a conversation with a man and then you feel the depth of him knowing what he should know. That's one. And then considering the fact that we understand that marriage is about submission, how do you create the balance? How does a man who is not ahead of you lead you in marriage?
Wow.
Because I'm kind of concerned also, considering the number of men we have showing up here. In my head, I just try to take some statistics of say we have 30% of men showing up and we have 70% of women showing up here. We have more support group for women. We have more women praying. We have them showing up in seminars. Who will eventually marry these women? And how do we create that balance? Does it mean that some of us, no, does it mean some women will end up marrying men who cannot carry them in terms of leadership? So it's a concern for me. What do we do about that?
Thank you so much. I see there's a lot of reaction. Can I have some of you come tell me what's on your mind about this issue? So, yeah, come talk to me. Yeah, you were also very vocal. Come quickly. Let me have some of you ladies. Come tell me what you're saying about brothers. Not, yes. Come. Yes.
Praise God.
Yes.
Some men are, women are more nurturers, as if they are the ones murdering the man. The guy is feeling intimidated, kinda, yes.
Amazing.
Praise
Yes.
God.
Yes.
I think we have more underprepared guys.
You have what?
More underprepared guys. Like they just
More
feel they have
underprepared
more,
guys.
Yes, more options, and ladies are the ones preparing and doing the work. They are just laid back.
They are laid back. Jesus. You were very vocal too. Talk to me. What's it about the guys?
Some of the guys cannot actually hold an intelligent conversation.
The guys can't hold intelligent conversation.
Yes, majority of them, honestly.
Wow.
I've met quite a lot of them. They can't. And it's quite disheartening.
Wow.
Disheartening.
So guys, they said you can't hold intelligent conversation. Not guys here. Oh. We have amazing guys here. But generally, that's what's going on, right? We seem to have a situation where guys can't hold intelligent conversation. So we need to train the guys more. Wow. Yes, quickly come. Yes.
I think we should ask what you mean by intelligent conversation.
Okay.
It depends, it varies. But I know that not everyone is, what can you explain what you mean by intelligent conversation?
And what's your own perspective about guys generally from what you've seen with guys? What would you say about guys that we see today?
Well,
if you have an opportunity to address a gathering of guys and you want to tell them what women are saying about them and what women feel about them, tell the guys what women feel about them.
I want to make a statement from what she said.
Yes.
So that I will not lose my train of thought.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the reason I came out here. So she said that some men are underprepared.
Yes.
That men, I think you should say some men, because I believe that there are
some men
prepared.
Yes.
Some men are underprepared. It's true.
Yes.
But the reason I came out here is the woman that made a statement about intelligence.
Intelligent conversation.
It is true. It's true that some people might not sound as intelligent as you are. It's also vice versa, even the women. But no one has equal intelligence. So the reason, and also I also feel that if you're good at this, there is still some area the man should be good at. There should be a balance.
Thank you so much.
That's what I feel.
Compliments, right?
Yes, compliments.
Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you so much. All right. Let's come down to the issue of, please, I want everybody to give me your attention now about the issue of men underprepared, not holding intelligent conversation. First of all, I think ladies, you should be trained to understand that you are creatures of conversation. Ladies, you are naturally wired to talk. Is that okay? Men are not wired to talk as much as you do, except for men who were over-mothered and under-fathered, or men who grew up so much in the midst of women. In a bid to catch up with the women that they are growing up with, imagine a guy who grew up with 5 sisters. And this one is talking, that one is talking, the other one is talking. He is going to look like the only person who is also, he wants to play catch up. So the point you're making is that, except if a guy grew up with women, the natural tendency is that a guy is not wired for too much words. Brevity is the rule of the game. For you who like to talk, you're a creature of conversation, and then maybe your personality type, maybe by personality you are, let's say, a sanguine. You understand? Happy, talking, jolly, happy person. And you're married to a man who naturally is phlegmatic, more of a thinker, less of a talker. Or you're married to someone who is a feeler, whose feelings control his mood. All right? So he doesn't talk if he doesn't feel. He only talks the way he feels. The danger is for you to begin to think that this person is not intelligent based on the fact that he doesn't hold conversation at the same frequency with you. First thing first, recognize that men are not the same with women. Number 2, we don't hold conversation alike. All right? We are more fact-driven. Women are more detailed-minded. So whilst a man may speak briefly, the woman will want to go detailed. But coming down to intellectualism, meaning he's able to speak at the level, you are a lawyer. Is that okay? And they say you people are learned fellows. That's what they said about you people. So they say you are learned fellows. And the problem with you as a lawyer, if you're not careful, which is what I help people to deal with, is that if you're not careful, your profession can affect your marriage. Check those who are married to accountants. You find out that the complaint that their partners always give is that their partners are always detail-minded on money matter. Always asking me to give him details, how I spent the money. And the whole idea is that his profession has come into the relationship. Can you keep your professions out of your marriage? So for you who is a lawyer, because you read so vastly, a lawyer reads almost everything. You read about economy, so your conversation capacity is enormous. You can go from talking politics to talking economy to talking agronomy to talking aerospace. You can switch into oil and gas. But for a man who just studied botany, all his 4 years is about plants. And now you move into agronomy. From agronomy, you now move him into maritime. And the guy, what do you want him to say? He doesn't even know there's something called maritime. Then you now move into aerospace. Then you now start talking about real estate development. Sorry, ma. That kind of conversation, have it with another lawyer. This one is your husband in the making. If you want to have conversation in the area of his interest. So we say have interest-based conversation. Is that okay? Because in the area of his interest, he has significant knowledge. Outside this area of interest, he's just going to be looking at you. Then you will think that he's not brilliant, and this is coming from a comparative point of view compared to you. The reality is that he's not you, he's not a lawyer. But we also understand that there are some guys who were not properly educated, maybe not even educated, but you fell in love with them. Here's my counsel. Since you know he's not educated, you know he didn't go to university, but you love him, Why place a demand, a university demand on a school cert holder? You know who you married. You know that he only went to HND. He went OND. He finished from Federal Polytechnic, Ire. Federal Poly, Umunede. You know that. And then you are having all this conversation that requires somebody who has gotten a master's, a PhD. That's just not being fair. So know who you marry. Customize your conversation to the person's area of core competence. Somebody who studied administration would talk well about administration. Don't take him into the area of civil engineering, soil load capacity. He will be looking at you. Bridge strength, tensile strength. For what happened? I don't understand that. I'm a geologist. Imagine me and Pastor Mary in the house, and as I say, paleontologically speaking, my wife would just be looking at me. And I start talking to my wife about carbon dating. We start talking about historical issue with fossils. I start talking to her about theory of Big Bang theories and evolutionary matter, planetary matter, star matters. My wife would just be looking at me and say, are you back? Does that mean that she's not intelligent? She is. But what she is not is that she's not educated in my field. Intelligence is not a function of education. You can be educated and not demonstrate intelligence. And there are those who have high level of intelligence who are not educated in certain matters. So let our conversation be customized to the knowledge of who our partners are. Is that okay? If you marry somebody who is a singer, this person, the only thing the person knows is studio, arranging songs, and the person is gradually climbing. But you spent all your years, you have masters. Now you are married to somebody who is not educated but talented, which is what is happening today. What will you do? There's a young man in Nigeria, and I think it's a young boy, very small boy like that. So, and it's an amazing young man. He's very talented, but he's not university graduate. But he has broken into money. And there's a girl, I think they are trying to, I don't know if they are finally done. So, but I know that from the last time I knew about them, they were trying to get together to marry each other. I think recently I saw they went even to a particular place for honeymoon. Sorry, I don't know if it's just water, but they went somewhere together. What do you do? That guy has the money, very talented. It's not by accident that he's as popular as he is. There's something he's doing right. Okay? If you are going to be his wife, you are not going to sit him down and you want to start engaging him in conversation that has to do with educational matters. You are not going to be discussing at that level with him. He's intelligent. So customize the conversation to his area of intelligence. Do you understand? Is that okay? Take interest in his own interest. Gradually we take interest in your own interest. And then the way people who are professional always educate those who are less professional. You start introducing him little by little to your field. Introducing him to terminologies involved in your field. After some years, you'll be amazed to know that the person who is not from your field begins to use the language of your field. Is that okay? It's the way it works.